Cinque Terre legmagasabb pontján készülnek Luciano Capellini kiváló borai. Eljöttünk ide a Casa de Regébe megkóstolni ezeket a remek borokat, és Carlo mutatja be nekünk a pincészetben.
Salute.
Salute.
Cin cin.
Cin.
Drama, thrills, action.
Io voglio per me le tue carezze.
Cinque Terre DOC, which is our dry white wine, coming from the Cinque Terre, made out of Bosco, Arbarola and Vermentino. These are the three grape varieties. Then we have the Sciacchetrá, which is our famous and rare sweet wine. It's a passito. And then we have a marriage between the Sciacchetrá and the Cinque Terre DOC called Vin de gussa. In dialect, in Italian, Vin di buccia. And it's still a white wine from the same grape varieties. And it's a ripasso. So it takes the sweetness from the Sciacchetrá, the bitter notes from the skins of the Sciacchetrá, because it macerates on the skins, and the saltiness that is from the territory. What we have in the glass is the Cinque Terre DOC, our dry white wine. That is our main wine. We produce very few bottles. As you can see, the cellar is very small. We are all small wine producers. We do 5,000 bottles each year. And we will see it later on in the vineyards. We have a lot of work to do, and we have a very small and limited territory that has to be made by hand completely. That's why our wine is less, but it has a very unique and rare quality. Me and Luciano, we compare the grapes to the human being, and to grow good you don't have to spoil it too much. That's why the grape has to suffer a little bit and go to different periods each year climatically. So a little bit of rain, winds, we have the strong breeze coming from the sea, we have a very cold winter, cold long nights, and when the sun is coming out, the vineyards, because they're perfectly exposed to the sun, heat very much. So at the end of the year, of the periodo di vegetazione, so the whole year, it gets a very complex wine because of this complex climates.
And are these all fresh wines, or do you keep it for a longer period?
Okay, so the wines in tradition are fresh because they have a nice acidity and a nice fruit aroma, so they have a very lively spirit. But we keep them 1 year in the tanks and we let them lay to mature, so that the primar aromatic, the fruits and the charming, lively tastes go a little bit away, so that the saltiness and the terroir can speak more, and is possible to mature a bottle of Cinque Terre DOC for more and more years. So they get old even to 10 years. Because it has real power from the deep roots. Our plants have more than 60 years. So the roots of these plants are really deep into the soil. And that's why they extract, during the maturation process in the vineyard, a lot of typologies from the soil. That's why the second taste, beside the fruit that you have in the glass, is this kind of stone. Firestone, saltiness. You have a lot of limestone that comes from the ground as well, and from the salty breezes that come from the sea and smash into our vineyards.